You know what really grinds my gears? The hunter call of the wild. I usually end my videos by saying happy hunting, but today, I'm not happy. Today we're talking about the things in Call of the Wild that absolutely drive me up a tree stand. From broken mechanics to animals acting like they live under a bridge their whole life doing their best troll impression, there's a lot to unpack. So grab a drink, take a seat, and let's vent together, because this game is amazing, but sometimes it really grinds my gears. You know what really grinds my gears in the Call of the Wild? Floaters. Nothing ruins the momentum of a good hunt like dropping an animal with a perfect shot right in the vitals, only for it to face plant into the water and start its painfully slow drift across the lake. And what am I supposed to do? Sit there and twiddle my thumbs while I wait for it to finally wash up on the opposite shore? This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's game-breaking when you're trying to create content. I'm a YouTuber. I need good pacing, smooth footage, and quick action. I don't have time to just sit there waiting 5 or 10 minutes for an animal to float over just so I can get my harvest screen. And yeah, it's frustrating with any animal, but you know what makes it even worse? I had this happen with a great one fallow deer. A freaking great one. Talk about killing the hype. That should have been a cinematic moment for me, walking up to claim a great one trophy. Instead, I was standing there on the shore, watching my prize casually drift toward me like a lost pool noodle. At this point, we need a solution. Give us a way to retrieve floaters instantly. Let us call our dog to fetch them or give us a retrieval perk. Anything. Just don't make us sit there watching a majestic animal bobbing in the water like it's part of a lazy river ride. You know what really grinds my gears? The trophy lodge system in Call of the Wild. Look, I love showcasing my best harvests, but setting up a lodge is an absolute nightmare. If you've played as long as I have, scrolling through the trophy inventory is like digging through a digital junk drawer, except instead of finding old receipts and random batteries, you're trying to locate that diamond whitetail from who knows when. And there's no sorting system, not by species, not by size, not even by name. So if you think waiting for a floater is bad, try scrolling through years of trophies just to find that random blacktail you taxidermized back in 2019. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, except the haystack is massive and the needle might just be a level 3 mallard you don't even remember saving. Come on, we need some kind of sorting feature. At least give us a way to filter by size or species, something. Because right now, decorating a lodge feels less like setting up a hunting showcase and more like filing taxes, tedious, frustrating, and making you question all your life choices. You know what really grinds my gears? Trolls. And no, not the kind that lurk in my comment section. I'm talking about those max level animals that build up all this anticipation only to fall short of diamond. Now don't get me wrong, I actually love trolls as a mechanic. They add a little suspense to the game, a little what if factor. And keeps things from being too predictable. But come on, some species are just brutal with how often they troll. Male gemsbok, reindeer, caribou? What is wrong with them? I swear I've never even shot a diamond male gemsbok. But I've got about 10 trolls under my belt. And don't even get me started on caribou. Just the other day on my Yukon map, I found 3 troll caribou. One of them, 60 points shy of diamond. 60! How does that even happen? How can a max level animal be that far off? That's not even a small miss, that's a complete and utter scam. It's like the game gave me false hope, only to rip it away and laugh at my disappointment. I love the suspense of wondering, will it make it? But when certain species are basically rigged to troll, it starts feeling less like a suspense and more like a bad joke. Let's be real, if an animal is max level, it shouldn't be missing that much. A few points, fine, but 60? That's just cruel. It's sad when I have more great ones than I do caribou, reindeer, and male gemsbok combined. You know what really grinds my gears? Unhappy hunters. Not the ones who are struggling to find a diamond or getting trolled by a max level animal. I mean the ones who are determined to suck the fun out of the game for everyone else. Look, at the end of the day, this is just a video game. Who cares if someone asks a question that's been answered 100 times before? Do you really expect every new player to dig through years of group posts just to find an answer that could literally take them 5 seconds to type out? We all have busy lives. When we finally get a chance to sit down and enjoy an hour of virtual hunting, nobody wants to feel like they're being judged for asking a simple question. And yet, time and time again, you see people get absolutely roasted in the comments for something harmless as asking, where's the best fallow deer zones? Or why? What's the point? Instead of gatekeeping, why not just help new players out and keep the community thriving? The more people who stick around and enjoy this game, the more reasons Expansive Worlds has to keep supporting it, adding new maps, new mechanics, and fresh content. So seriously, if you're out here tearing people down instead of lifting them up, maybe take a step back and ask yourself, is this really the hill I want to die on today? Because at the end of the day, we could all use a little less negativity and a lot more good hunts, great moments, and thriving player base. You know what really grinds my gears? The lack of multi-mounts that includes female trophies. A rare is a rare, period. It doesn't matter if it's a buck or a doe, finding a piebald, albino, or melanistic animal is always special. But right now, my trophy manager is basically a retirement home for rare female deer because there's nowhere to put them. I can only have so many piebald does just sitting there collecting dust while my rare bucks get the spotlight. Imagine a proper multi-mount. A huge diamond whitetail buck standing proudly with 2 rare does at his side. That would look incredible. Or, at the very least, let male and female slots be interchangeable in existing multi-mounts. Why should I be forced to use a male if my rarest trophy happens to be a female? It's 2025, people. We should be able to celebrate our rare trophies no matter what gender they are. Let's get some more flexibility in the multi-mount system because my trophy manager is starting to look like a wildlife rescue for rare females that will never see the light of day. You know what really grinds my gears? The complete lack of water crossings in most maps. Reventuli Coast and Mississippi Acres got it right. They actually let you cross the water without feeling like you're on some sort of forced cardio workout. But on other maps, good luck. You'll line up the perfect shot on a massive red deer across the river. You know it's a diamond. You take the shot, it drops, your heart's pounding, and then reality hits. Now you have to run halfway across the whole map just to find a bridge like some crazed marathon runner. Forget backfilling animal populations. Let's backfill some water crossings. Give us more logs, britches, sandbars, hell, even a canoe, kayak, or dinghy. Anything to keep us from hiking a 5-mile detour just to claim a trophy that's 20 yards away. And don't even get me started on those giant lakes where an animal dies just out of reach. You stand there staring at your trophy like it's Wilson from Castaway, wishing there was a way to grab it without swimming the English Channel. Let us wade in deeper and push a boat to retrieve it. If we can teleport to a tent, surely we can figure out a way to cross a river without a 20-minute detour. You know what really grinds my gears? The fact that we're still sitting on 7 maps with fewer than 10 species when the standard for new reserves is 13 plus animals. Emerald Coast and Sundar Patan raised the bar. But older maps? They are starving for more wildlife. This should be an easy win in backfilling maps with species already in the game. How has no one decided this is a great update idea? Add mountain lions to Layton, add tigers to Medved, throw tar on Tearoa, and make it hands down the best Great One map on the game. There are so many possibilities, and every new addition would bring fresh life to old reserves while giving hunters more reasons to return. At the end of the day, we just want more to hunt. More species means more hours of grinding, more surprises in the wild, and more reasons to keep playing. So forget holding out for a brand new map, just backfill and feed this community its hunting appetite. You know what really grinds my gears? Spooking animals just because I traveled to an outpost. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually like the spooking distance the way it is now. It's made grinding more challenging, and honestly, I'm all for that. Let's make us grinders work for it. If I travel to a tent in the middle of the wilderness and the animals nearby spook, that makes sense. I picture my character sprinting through the brush like a maniac, crashing through trees and scaring everything off. That's totally fair. But an outpost? Come on, that makes no sense. These places are established hunting lodges. They're supposed to be part of the environment. If anything, these animals should be used to human activity there. Yet, there are a few outposts in this game, and if you've played long enough, you know exactly which ones I mean, where you fast travel in and check your zones, and bam, that big buck or diamond potential animal just bolts before you even take a step forward. Now, instead of a simple check, I have to fast travel somewhere else and hike in from a kilometer away. I don't have the time for that. I'm out here trying to hunt, grind, and create content, not play a game of hide and seek every time I fast travel. Let's be real, outposts should be safe zones for fast travel. No other obstacle that punishes players for using them. But what really grinds my gears the most? Modders and traders. To me, that's just cheating. Call of the Wild isn't some fast-paced, instant gratification shooter like Call of Duty. It's the mature brother, a hunting game built on patience, skill, and dedication. The whole point is just put in the work, track your trophies, and experience the thrill of the hunt. So why do we have to mod or trade our way to trophies? And look, I get it. Everyone can play the game how they want to play in single player. But when you bring this into multiplayer servers, that's where I have a problem. So many PC players end up in modded servers where great ones and super rares are practically falling from the sky. At that point, it's not even hunting, just walking around and clicking. And the worst part If I were to unknowingly join a modded server, my experience is ruined. I didn't ask to be in a cheat fest, but now I'm stuck in it. That's not fair to players who actually want to earn their trophies. And don't think console players are off the hook either. We might not have hackers, but we have traders. People hopping into multiplayer, ghosting their maps, finding a rare or a great one, and then selling or trading it off like it's some kind of trading card game and we got to catch them all. Seriously, where's the pride in that? Half the fun in this game is putting in the effort to get your own trophies. Why would you even want a shadow copy of someone else's animal? Sure, it might look cool in your lodge, but when it has the exact same score and rack configuration as 50 other people in the community, does it even mean anything? If you want a great one or a super rare, go grind for it. That's what makes this game rewarding. When I look at my trophies, I want to remember the story behind each one, not that I just got it from some random dude named Craig from a Facebook group. That was fun, fellow hunters. I really hope you got the satirical side of JBizHunts in this video. I want to give you all the fun and funny of what really grinds my gears as a way to poke fun at some of the main points of pain in the community. Or maybe it's just for me. I promise you in my next video, I'll be back to my happy hunting self. If you enjoyed this video and it made you laugh, give it a like. For more Hunter Call the Wild content, please subscribe. And as always, fellow hunters, happy hunting.